I think the longest I've ever lived somewhere is 4 years, and that was before kids. But because we moved, we've lived on both coasts. We've lived in the Midwest, in the West, in the South. And that in and of itself is quite the education.
Yes.
We have really gotten to explore so many different parts of the United States, and we make it a point to include that in our homeschool.
You are a military family. And this is something that I really am not privy to. I have one best friend whose husband was in the military, but they haven't done that for a long, long time. In fact, they homeschooled probably half of their homeschooling in my town when he was outside of the military. So I'm very, very interested to talk to you about your nomadic military lifestyle. So first and foremost, can you just tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a military family, particularly in the homeschooling realm, and how maybe that's even shaped some of your, how you do homeschooling and things?
It has shaped. We move it could be 1, 2, or 3 years. I think the longest I've ever lived somewhere is 4 years, and that was before kids. So because we move often and we move all over, we've never been overseas, which is kind of crazy for us.
Wow.
But we've never been overseas. But because we move, we've lived on both coasts. We've lived in the Midwest, in the West, in the South. And that in and of itself is quite the education.
Yes.
We have really gotten to explore so many different parts of the United States, and we make it a point to include that in our homeschool. And so that has definitely shaped us in our journey. And then I would say the other thing that has really shaped us is giving ourselves space for a move and post-move. Because we can find out either very soon before move, or we have almost a full year knowing that we're going to move. And that takes up a lot of mental space and emotional kind of stress, I guess you could say, because you know it's coming and you're trying to stay normal, but you know you're about to change everything. And that can be really hard. Or after you've moved and that realization of I'm starting over again. Yay.
Yes.
It can be exciting, but it can also be hard because you've just said goodbye to the community that you built and knew, and now you're starting all over again. And that can be really hard. And there can be feelings with the kids that's really hard to process. And so having to put academics aside and instead put family and individual persons first, that really shaped our homeschool, learning how to do that, because life really isn't just the next thing in a career. It's all of this stuff around it as well. And that's been one of the biggest challenges as well as a military family.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.